Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are we doing? How is it going? Welcome, welcome along. James Gisby, yes, sprint races, a little bit disabled, pretty much disabled. We get racing no sprints today. It is duels, and more duels as we look to extend a very beautiful win streak, hopefully, as well. Tom Fees, welcome along too. Hope you're doing good. Welcome to the fun, hopefully. Fingers crossed we can get some good coinage. And I'll see if I can set this up good to go. Hopefully you might be able to start hearing this. You can. Porsche 1000, welcome. Nagula, welcome. Enzo, explain the 5 series, how to play well. Well, we released our how to win series 5 today. You want to follow the same sort of strategies. However, it's going to benefit you massively. But at the moment, it really does depend on the matchmaking. You can do the same thing 1,000 times. You might get a different result 500 times, for example. So, yeah, sprints. I mean, it does suck sprints being disabled because we planned to try and unlock as much as we could. And obviously, at the moment, we can't do anything. So, I mean, I get it. If players are locked out, then it just gives other players a bigger advantage. Imagine you was on iPhone and you had sprints. Your name was AzaW. James Gibbsby in Series 10 already, James. Fair play, mate. You are absolutely smashing it. We are nowhere near that. I think I'm still in Series 7. So, let's get rid of this screen so you can see. There we go. So I'll move to the race screen. And if this does get a bit boring, we can move to the free-to-play account. However, I've got crates queuing, and there's not really a chance that I'm going to be able to open them with any books because I don't have any. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to be grinding from the front. It's going to be a case of see how many coins we can get. Welcome, TMD, as well. Well, Ian, we are free to play on the other account, that's for sure. On this account, a little bit different. Wouldn't like to say pay to win, but, you know. I am moving up the series as well. Porsche's nearly into Series 10. Perhaps some people absolutely flying then out there already. We're trying to... I feel like we're getting used to this game now. We're kind of picking it up. I mean, I'm sure there'll be many of you that will try and stream snipers during this, and by all means, bring it. It'll make it a little bit more fun. But we've got GP tomorrow as well. Who is looking forward to a GP run? The first of the season. We are going all out. I'm going to try and get into champs, but it could be very difficult because I'm a fair few coins away. Chris, welcome in as well. Hope you're doing good, mate, too. So, yeah, we might switch between both accounts if this one gets a bit boring. Now, we have got, I think, after this race, Series 7, which basically I dropped flags to be able to just do loads of sprint racing, and it turns out that I couldn't be bothered in the end. So now I'm on the way back up. Indeed, Chris, welcome, Callum, as well. Nice of you to pop in already. But yeah, we're getting ready. We need some coins. We need another 100 million, so it's not too much. Robert's excited, but yes, very high cost indeed. James, I haven't minded I haven't minded China at all. Maybe try Tulip Boost if you've got it. I found that really worked, and Hex. Not too much, he says. I would rush chests, NG Venner, and absolutely, that's what I tend to do. You'll see me do it now. I released it in a video. It is literally a case of just rinse and repeat one slot every single time. Nolene, welcome. Nolene, I'm glad for you to join us, and you've probably got the game now. So, fingers crossed. Nolene, welcome. Anrudra Vibash, what's your setup? Let me show you what we are running. No mention of Liverpool's defending. No, we won't mention that, Mark. Don't worry. We'll mention Aston Villa's attacking threat, though, with Jean Duran absolutely coming in handy off the bench. So this is our car setup at the moment on the main account. So pretty happy with it. 924, and Juba's back already. Oh no, everybody prepare yourselves. It's about to get chaos. Serious question. Not many people will be on champs from early on this year. What do you think will be the minimum team score? I don't know, Chris. That's what I've discussed in our club as well. Like, if it's 150 million, you're only going to get your real, probably, I don't want to say it, I don't like saying it, but for the fact that where we are in the season so far, you're only going to get your pay-to-win players, or the ones who have spent a lot at the stage going in it. So it's going to be some fierce competition, which could be interesting. You don't want to not get through. That's the problem. But coins is ridiculous. Yeah, so this is and then the drivers, this is what we're running at the moment. Valtteri Bottas and Alex Albon, which we can upgrade, but I'm just going to save my coins for now. He's not too bad. The only thing is, Porsche, just be careful that you don't qualify. That is one thing. You don't want to get caught out. Duald, maybe take off Series 9 Verstappen, put a driver down at your level. It will help you with matches. What are you going to do? I'll probably just go champs. You know, just send it. And the one reason that I want to go champs is because of drivers. So these are my current drivers at the moment. But I've got the trio in a line. I've got Alex Albon ready. I've got Perez ready. And I've got Leclerc ready for a Champions GP bash, you know. I'm ready for it. It should be very, very interesting. Juba, yes, indeed. That's a pretty good team score. I think I'm not far off that team score in Series 5. So, yeah, Series 8 is done. We've got Series 8 complete. We want to get to Series 9, and I'm going to go to that now. But I've just got to get through some of these Series 7 flags. So we might find a lot more real players now. Now we're in Series 7. Well, James, good luck to you. James, what team are you in? I'm assuming you won. Are you in All Stars, one of the big teams? EA? Toki, welcome. Oh, God, choking. Brent, they've nerfed it a little bit. It still works well in terms of the pit time, but they've nerfed the visual that was giving them an extra, 2 seconds on top of it. So it still does work, but it doesn't look as good. Yeah, Porsche. So I dropped flags to try. Oh, you in Fidelis? Nice. Sorry, yeah. So Porsche, I dropped flags basically in order to level up some asset trading stuff to try and really concentrate on the Series 7 stuff. And it turns out I can't be bothered. There's no sprints, so I'm staying where I am. I'm moving up. No, God, yeah. So we're just going to hammer. We're going to hammer the boosts. We're going to hammer everything that we've got. We're going to just hit the front, and we're going to get through these Series 7s as quick as we can and get onto some lovely Series 9 racing. Gary, welcome as well. Series 3. So, Ben, what I would say to do is take out Lando Norris and put down a Series 3 driver. That will lower your matchmaking massively, and it will bring you against players who are more on your team score. Yeah, exactly, Porsche. So what I thought was I'd stay low for 1 week and I'd see what was happening, basically. But I wanted sprints to come out so I could really level up and obviously help towards asset trading in the future. The problem is that car absolutely just destroyed me. Yeah, so that was the problem. But now I'm just thinking, look, I've got 150 million coins to get. And then if I get an upgrade, I've got to do an upgrade. It is just impossible. And the one thing I've found with this one is bots in Australia are nutcases because they do free soft, but I can't keep up with free soft and they don't run out of tyres. I don't get it. Elegant, that is one reason as well. Yeah, Ian, so, I mean, this setup that I've got at the minute should be by far better than any bot that sits around here. So I'm just literally running it. Now, the thing you've got to remember is the following, that track stats only affect the boost that is applied to the race. It doesn't necessarily affect your actual setup. So that's one thing. Again, that bot comes round, but a one stop is a lot nicer in this track. As we come through, David, welcome. Yeah, Brent, so that's the same livery that we're using, look. So we've got the livery on, and yeah, there's a whole team of Alfa Romeo players from last season who are all using it as well. So yeah, it's pretty nice to have in the game, if I'm honest. XL Vertsy, welcome. But yeah, so these AI have got some strange strategies in this one. Birch guest bots have the livery. Okay, Brent. I'd have to have a look out for that as we get absolutely destroyed. Still on Series 6. Need to go back and look at the GP selection video. What was the summary? P Daddy, Phil Lewis, welcome. It was basically a case of always, it gives you your team score on there. So yeah, I think it's like 1,300 for champions. But yeah, I would challenge yourself. The question is, how many coins can you get? That is the problem. That's the big problem. Yeah, but Vertsy, welcome back to the game then. Yeah, all good. I am, mate. Grinding as always. How are you doing? Chris, welcome as well. Tricky, not got to Series 9 just yet for me. But we're moving on up. What team score should I have for Series 5? So I've just got through it, Nagula, in around 500. So it can be done in around 500 team score. Best car possible, Zach. I'm still debating whether or not Power Unit does anything. Now, this was the same last year, and if you played this game last year, you would know that Power Unit didn't really feel like it did anything at all. So, in that case, I'm a bit cautious to it that it will actually do something this time round. Yeah, Costa, so the actual track will be a specific cornering or speed balanced or what have you, yeah. Track stats, though, will only apply to the boost. So if it was a cornering track stat, won't necessarily mean that it's a cornering track, but it will for the boost, if that makes sense. Rami, welcome. Welcome along. Chris is here as well. Series 4 and keep losing. Yeah, Vertsy, so rain is a little bit weird because rain isn't, in theory, just like running in the dry because there's no wet ability in here. So definitely just have a look at drivers, see if you can change that around. Or maybe even a few little car parts. Maybe add a bit more cornering, see what you can do. Raphael's here as well. It's all, Phil, it's probably worth going to Contender though. Not many people are going to have big parts for Contender. There's going to be a small selection. I'm sure if you asked Hutch at this stage of the season, how many people are going Contender, I bet it'd be less than 15%. I bet it would be. I think you'll get something like 5. You might get 5 or 10% of players going to champs. You might get 10, 20% into Contender, and then it's going to be a lot lower. It's going to make the cutoff really tough. That's for sure. Does Sprint work, Zolt? Not at the moment. Hutch have disabled it because of some issues, which is annoying. Very annoying. Should have checked Mag's thing then as well. Yeah, Raphael, what do you think of my chances? I'm just going to get KO'd, right? Absolutely going to get destroyed in Champs GP. Rami, I was there. We were putting Liverpool, giving them a bit of medicine in the end. We even gave them a 1-0 head start, Rami. Yeah, James, awful rewards. So the reason why it's going to get tougher for me, because I'm enjoying these series at the moment. I've got my car setup dialed in. I've got my drivers dialed in. Tokyo, I'll have a look now, but I'm continuing on my 51 win streak. Now that's going to go down straight away as I start to move into Series 7 and into 9. But I'm enjoying getting some wins under me belt for once. So anybody entering tomorrow, GP tomorrow. Now, we did a video on it, but I'll remind you if you are watching. Okay? And make sure you do hit that like button on the video. So, let's just really quick queue. Which Grand Prix tier event? So they moved this now. So it says here, Junior. So if you're thinking about entering Junior GP, So it's obviously Series 3 or lower for parts or drivers. And it's pretty much accessible to anybody. Challenger. Only components from Series 6 or lower, so you can't use anything above this. And they recommend a minimum team score of 650. So personally, I would reduce that by 200. You can do Challenger with 450, 400 easy. No problem, trust me. Contender. Series 9 or lower. Recommended team score 950. You'd do that with 700 again. I would argue 700 is pretty much easy for Contender. And then Champion 1350. I think last season I entered Champion at 800. So we entered it quite short. But yeah, again, another 200 off that. You'll be absolutely fine. But we'll have a go. We'll have a go, Rafael. If we don't get through, we don't get through. But I'm not going to go for Challenger or anything like that. I'll just send it, see what happens. Costas' balance setup is pretty solid, to be honest. No worries, Zolt, not a problem. Yeah, so the problem at the minute is everybody's using boosts. You'll see me use boosts all the time. As I get my cough out of the way. Yeah. But yeah, everyone's using boosts, and it makes it so, for the free-to-play players, and obviously me, an absolute nightmare. But there you go. So I'm going to try a 4-3 here. What we got? Overtaking and power unit. Let's go a bit of Rooster. They are, I think they're lower Porsche, I think Champions was 1500. Zolt, I'll show you after this, no problem. Homer, welcome as well. But yeah, I'll give you the debrief screen after this so we can have a look. And dress for you as well. So obviously this setup that we are running at the minute has done nearly 300 races. It's got multiple parts that have been purchased under CC or in the shop. So obviously it's a little bit different to what some people might race. If I do miss your message, there's another great turnout so far. 108 people flying into this channel. So if I do miss your message, bear with me. I'll try and keep up. What have we got? Minimum team score will be for champs. Well, it's 1350 tricky, but I'm going to be entering it with whatever I've got. So probably 1,000. No, so Sean, it's only a minimum of that number. That's all. Only a minimum. So it just recommends to you that you should have this when it doesn't matter. So that's the only difference. Obi, there's no sprints, man. What are you going to do with yourself? You're going to have to wait for us to hopefully lose a race. I think that's going to have to be your equivalent today, mate. So I'm just reading Costas. Now that you're playing this series, try a setup with power and qualifying only and apply the boost needed. You'll see that you'll fly even without cornering. Okay, that's interesting. It's probably one I'll try offline, Costas. I've seen a few people running some speed, and I'm assuming that's what you're probably pointing to. But as we go through, I'll run mediums just to be on the safe side. And Albon's in P3. Yeah, Sean, just a recommendation. So Hutch are doing it. Hutch give you recommended team score so that you don't enter and then you can't get a point. So that's all they do it for. But we know if you've got the strategies, you've got the skills, you can by all means finish ahead of that. No problem. Almuno de Haters, absolutely. My free-to-play account, absolutely struggling because of the boost situation. So I know the pain. Porsche, it depends what you get. I mean, they're supposed to do the GP groupings based on your past performance. So, I mean, if you get knocked out, I mean, might not be too bad of a reasoning because you might get an easy group the week after. You just don't know. Yeah, Mark, I slowly adapt it slightly. So if it's a speed series and it's a lot of speed tracks like Monza, Spa, for example, I will tend to add a bit of speed. Just naturally more than anything. Tricky with the legendary. Would you then at least show in an empty formation spot which series 6 parts would you use as an example in your free-to-play? So, Andres, I can probably tell you now, actually, on the free-to-play account. Let me just load that up. I challenge you to put a Series 6 card in your team. I've got Series 6 cards in here, Obi, don't worry. I'll try and let you know what I'm running on the free-to-play. So on the free-to-play account, I don't know if you can see, you're not going to really be able to see this, are you? Kevin Magnussen and Lewis Hamilton is who I've got. And then the cars, I've got the Fury as the brake. I've got the Surge in there as well as the gearbox. I've got the Blaze as the rear wing. And then I've got the Sabre, front wing, Curva suspension, and Thunderbolt as the engine on the free-to-play account. That's currently what I've got at the minute. As this rival's coming at us. Oh my God, he's going to actually catch us here as well. Back markers. See you later. Job done. Yeah, we got to wait. We got to wait. It's early on in the season at the minute. Macaulay, if you're struggling on coins, one of my biggest recommendations is to drop down a series. So if you're finding it a little bit tough in your series, drop to a lower series, and then you'll be able to just farm and keep winning and getting the coins that you might need. So that's what we are up against in that race. George Russell, Epic, and Alex Albon, Rare Level 3. And then the car it weren't too bad. I'd say it pretty much weren't far off being even, really. Let's get this legendary thing back on. Bit of Red Bull and a bit of McLaren, said nobody ever. So team score on the free-to-play, Rami, is my queen, I don't. Only a personal one. 507 is the free-to-play. Use a qualifying stat. Fair enough, Porsche. Obi, I've got Series 6 in here. Don't worry, we've got it. Welcome, Akash. Nice of you to be here. Welcome along. El Muno's playing Series 3. Afternoon, Tim, as well. Series 7 is just power unit. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what you use for Series 7. Choosing drivers, Mark. At the minute, in the lower series, so anybody watching at the moment, what I am finding is when you move up a series, it gets very difficult to get off the line. So you often get a bad race start or an average or a slow. So what I would initially do is look for drivers with a really high race start. Drivers like Hamilton, Albon's not too bad as well. Russell is okay too. Oh, look at that for a matchup. And then go ahead and level them up a little bit and use them. Because at least if you're not using boosts, you can get a good start, and often a good start is great for the first lap. Power unit stat icon look like Zolt. Power unit, it never seems to really have much effect. So, what got 3rd and 6th here? As we get a nice subscribe by Bob. I haven't got the alert boxes on. There you go. So 3 and a 2. What we're going to do here? Kawhi, tyre management, and power unit. Let's use an Ode. Actually, let's use a Tulip. See what we can do here, shall we? Using a bit of random boost. Not really thought about it too much. Welcome, James, as well. My queen, only a personal one. I don't have a gaming Instagram. Series 8, but still not engine over driver. Lurifax, absolutely. It car parts over driver. Yes, you can start high on the field, but a good driver is only going to get you so far. It's your car that does the damage at the end of the day. And you can see in here, this rival had a strong team score, but has got Sainz and Danny Rick and has dropped back. James, though, welcome. And what else we got? How to get boosts in F1 Clash, Chadwin? You can watch adverts, so you can get 3 a day, I think, from the adverts. And we've got a safety car. Safety car. Medium tires. Should we pick both of them? Yeah. Let's pit both. Yeah, James, but luckily, Villa got there in the end. Rushish, welcome. Calling it Series 6, all thanks to myself. Well, it's you putting the hard work in, mate. Absolutely. We can just only tell you what to do. As you do it, that is down to you. So fair play, mate. Absolutely smashing it then, Series 6. Dan DRS, welcome in as well. David says, soft angers. Nah, stuff it. It's going to rain, innit? I didn't think about the rain. You're clearly on it more than me, David. To win Series 3. So, Hawk, if you're struggling to win in Series 3, make sure you just maybe drop to Series 2. I know it's not what everybody wants to do, but it's not the worst idea in the world. Because you'll get some coins then, you'll start leveling up some parts, you'll get some unlocks, everything like that. Struggling, so Series 4 not doing too bad for James as well. Marcelo, do you remember my name? David, I believe your name was, if I remember correctly. Sure, I reckon I'm right. I'm fairly confident I'm right. I remember some people's names. Some of teammates in Series 8. Yeah, James, there's a lot of people in... I mean, the highest I've seen is around Series 10 at the moment. Got no coin. Yeah, Hawkeye, definitely drop down one series. Or purchase some coins, which I know is not the best answer in the world. Duo, absolutely. It gives you more boosts, more crates. It gives you a bit more of everything. How long do laps take? It's probably, Casbeam, about another minute or so. Almuno, exactly, yeah. You don't worry about the crates, really. Just get the cash and run. So, is he coming into the pits or is he carrying on round? He's carrying on round. So, let's see what happens here. How has this rival just caught us up on hards? What? How is he so fast? Okay, this guy's clearly like ridiculous, like rocket science. Clearly. Albano's been left for dead. I do, James. I think. We're going round again to save ourselves a pit stop. But I think we might actually lose the race here. Against a tough little bot. But sadly, there's not a lot else we can do. It is rapid. 2 laps into the safety car. It's because where we passed it, really. That was all. Although, might not lose this. We might not. We might be okay. Not good enough. I'll try. I'm trying. So we carry on round. We're so slow round here. Like, the AI is absolutely catching us in the wet. How are we so slow? I mean, it must be a speed track, Silverstone. Because that Red Bull is flat out. So it's got to be speed, but Bottas is not really catching that Red Bull. That Red Bull is absolutely catching us. And we haven't had one of these really weird races for a while. But suddenly, we are so slow, and they are just so fast. No, so what I mean is this track must be like its actual core value of fastest time must be different. It must be, I don't know. I don't know why I'm so slow. But we got a loss in the end anyway. Out of a bit of a bull. Now look how far that guy's pulled out front under the safety car. Like, how? And Bottas is now P5. And now Perez has gone past us. How? That's ridiculous. Yeah, Zolt, it'd be all right. But I know that guy's got a lot faster car, but man, did it show in that. Carlos Sainz and Danny Rick. But even I had more speed and I... How? How can he be that much quicker on, like, hard tyres versus mediums? Yeah, but David, they didn't even have a boost. What? Yeah, but the thing is, everyone, like, in terms of... I know, like, the boost selection wasn't best, but they didn't even have a boost. But they absolutely flew past us on the hard tyres when we were on mediums and we were pushing. There is no reason why we should have been that slow. But, yeah, in the end... Yeah, power unit was the track stat, but James, the track stats only work when you apply a boost. It doesn't matter to your actual setup. They only apply when you put a boost on. But even if I pitted early under the safety car, there's no reason they should be that quick. I know the power unit stat is bugged. But yeah, Toki, that's what I've got a few times though. I've just got, it's almost like I'm facing, I don't know what I'm facing. Chris, from what I am aware, yes, I am aware that track stats are only applied to the boost that's being applied. It doesn't apply to the car. It's in the FAQs, I believe. Well, certainly the questions that I've asked. Let me check the FAQs. Well, driver shouldn't really matter too much. I mean, I know you've got overtaking and defending, but he shouldn't be able to catch up to begin with. So where is it? It's... Let's try and find out. So, where is track stats? I'm trying to find it. Where the hell is the question for track stats? Right, let me find it. Track. So tracks will feature strong stats, one driver stat and one component stat. These stats will have an extra powerful impact on track. All tracks in a series have one strong stat is the same. Focus on the track stat to enhance your performance in the race. Remember, you can also equip boost to relevant strong stats to further. Maybe it's a little bit different from what I'm aware of. Maybe. I wasn't aware that was the case. I was aware that you don't need to necessarily change your setup at a track. And it only goes to the boost. Maybe I've been heard or been told wrong. So, maybe I know wrong. Which is interesting. Well, Rafael, this is what we've got to find out. This is what I'm going to have to test because I wasn't aware that that was the case. What I was aware was naturally a track would either be a more speed track, a more cornering track, or a more balanced track. It's all about setting the fastest lap time, seeing what's fastest. But, I mean, we had more speed and more cornering than that guy. So unless power unit actually makes you quicker, then I'd be very concerned if it did. Chris, I will always learn, but from the questions I asked, I wasn't aware that track stats were influenced on the actual car setup, only the boosts. In that case, Nagula, go for a cornering setup. Gladiator works well, yeah. Hawkey Boy, perfect start, depends on your race start of your driver. Almost Series 11 for DJ. Go on. Yeah, James, there's a fair few of them out there, that's for sure. Yeah, Chadwin, I do have a How to Win Series 4 out there, so make sure to check that out. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one then, because, I mean, that was track traits, but I wasn't aware that that's how it would work. So I'm going to have to go back to the drawing boards to find out about that. But even, that's what I don't get though. Even so, even if it was power unit or what have you, that car before didn't have, it only had power unit, which was higher. So it doesn't make sense still. I think we had this the last time I was live and we got beat or we were so slow and could not work out why. You know what it almost feels like to me? It almost feels like, and we'll have to watch to see if this is the case, it feels like they are still on a dry track and we are on a wet track. That's what it actually feels like. Now, whether or not that is the case, I do not know. But it's interesting. Kimo, yeah. I mean, how to get knocked out of opening rounds, probably video. I mean, I could probably make sure we get that uploaded. Ah, no, James, that's unlucky. But yeah, it's we learn something new every day. But yeah, that pace of that car didn't make sense, though. That's for sure. Chris, that is the way. That's save an 8-minute, 10-minute video, that will. Max casually 12 seconds ahead. Max flying. But yeah, I mean, maybe we do have to set the setups differently then. Maybe we do. That mate GP. I mean, who's looking forward to GP tomorrow? Well, yeah, Porsche, exactly. When you see me getting 7 points a race because I come 23rd and 24th, or whatever point you get for that, then yeah, get ready. James, can you not enter any GP? Surely you got to be able to enter one. Even Challenger's like 200k, isn't it? I think it's less than that. Yeah, that's what I mean, Nagula. That's what seems. I was fine in the dry conditions. As soon as it went to the wet, I had absolutely no chance of winning that at all. No idea, Tricky. One to have a look at potentially. Yeah, Dijon. So, yeah, I mean that's the query though. It's a case of we had better stats than him apart from power unit and qualifying. So unless power unit makes you faster, then that's an interesting hint and tip and secret that we might need to find. If power unit works like speed, then we might need to start whacking some power unit on the car. Power unit 26, qualifying 43, play series 4. Yeah, that's okay, my queen. Just try and level up. That's the main thing. Kevin Magnussen's very strong, and Logan Sargent, if you get him to Epic, he's not too bad either. Well, yeah, Porsche. Well, yeah, they've got the bug. I don't know. It was a mess. We shouldn't have been that slow. But even the AI, but we're in Series 7. We're a lot. Look how fast we were over them. We completely beat them absolutely fine. But as soon as we got a tough matchup, it completely changed the way the AI and they approached it. Let's see if that happens again, though. I'll have to go back and like rewatch my own video. I mean, it ruined our win streak. We're on like 55 win streak. Yeah, James, Logan, that's the one thing that we worked out quite quickly. Logan Sargent is half okay, let's say, but his defending was shocking. He would get overtaken by everybody. James, I think I spent about 600 bucks on coins. Just went and got like 30 million or something. Speed and qualifying for Sean. Interesting. Interesting. So we've got Silverstone again here. Silverstone again in the wet. So tyre management power unit. So let's try and find Samba. Samba, let's go. Well, we've boosted the power unit now, so let's see what happens at Silverstone this time. Yeah, Thomas, that's the way it's seemingly going, but I need to try and find out what this slow pace is about. Hawkey Boy been playing for about 4 years. And spending. So this is the thing now. So look how quick we've managed to pull ahead, but no, let's see if we can keep up with this rival. So I wouldn't say we can keep up. What? How? How is he so quick in the wet? The wet is definitely bugged. I'm sorry, that wet. How is he that quick? He's gone. It's definitely bugged. He's gone. He's literally gained 3.2 seconds on us in half a lap. I think it's fair to say the wet. I think we'll run soft tyres. Should I do a lap on soft tyres to see? But I'm using a power unit boost. I'm using 25. It doesn't make sense. He's not using a boost. He's a bot. But look how quick he is. I mean, I'm going to double stack because the bot is 13th place, so I don't really mind. Like, wow. Yeah, Stevie, but it seems like the wet's not working, though. Right, so I'm going to leave it on medium boost. Right? 2.4 seconds is the gap. 2.6. 2.5. He's pulling away on medium boost by 0.6 a corner. 3.2, 3.3, 3.5. It's gone up nearly a second in a corner. It's not working how it should do. 4.5, 4.7. What? That is insane. Max, welcome. The second stat of the track's tyres, Chris. Tyre management. Is tyre management on drivers a thing? Does tyre management actually mean grip? It's up to 7.3 seconds without boosting. I will absolutely try and play the event, yes. Just a change in boost, crazy diff. But even though I'm using different boost, I'm using a 25 power unit car. But something doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. There's no way. But look at the AI. The AI are sticking with me. The AI are closing in on me. Look, Verstappen. Exactly, and this is what people struggle with. It doesn't make sense. Well, double stack, I don't care. Rivals back in P first. The other car's not going as fast, though. The other car's stuck in P13. James, mate, just close the game and reload it. It'll work. Chadwing, just keep upgrading, keep getting coins and unlocking new crates. Use Iron Force when it's tyre and PU, but that's the thing. It shouldn't matter this much. Like, he's got 8.6 seconds. but his other car has not gone through at all. It's so odd. The Series 7 Anchor, this is. Next Silverstone will try Butterfly. That's so weird. And let's have a look how much a lap he's faster, actually. Well, let's have a look. Yeah, but I mean, it might be a bugged feature. Yeah, Meto, same for me. Same for me. So. But he had a lower team score, by the way. He was 2 seconds faster. 2 seconds faster a lap with Leclerc than any of our drivers. Like, what? What? Yeah, but the thing is, everyone, you're saying try power unit, but power unit should only let you push or recharge for longer. It shouldn't let you be faster attacking. It should let you recharge or boost for longer. That's all power unit should be. James, I did have that once myself. So drivers. So his George Russell never competed. His Leclerc had better tyre management. So is tyre management linked to what we think it could be? Somebody explain that to me. Like how? Yeah, but no, come on. Anybody who's watching this video 100% knows that this car shouldn't have a chance against me. Everybody knows that. There's no beating around the bush there. It's bugged, Chris, but obviously we took a 25 power unit as well, so we're up to 112 on the power unit. So there's no way he's got more than 112 power unit. The behemoths for speed, I think it is, or what? I can never say the word. So there's just no way. Moona, not so much wrong, just cars that have got ridiculous pace, but it seems to be both times in wet conditions. Yeah, so cornering for Behemoth, so it's not, or Behemoth, I don't know the name. Interesting. So what's Series 7? So Series 7 is power unit. Right. So. You're making me spend coins, Hutch. Oh my god, that was 9 million. Ooh. Right, coming at you now. Behemoth. I don't know. I need. Should we just go with that? See what happens. It's beyond belief. The tracks will feature strong stats, one driver stat and one car component stat. These stats will have an extra powerful impact on the track. All tracks in a series have one strong stat that is the same. Tailor and customize your loadout equipped driver and components to focus on the strong track tracks to enhance your performance. Yeah, Nolene, that's what I don't get. He should have no pace like that against me. I mean, I haven't had that. Like, I don't know if it's Series 7. I don't know what everyone's series is in, but I've won. I'll be like completely honest with you. I've won just 52 races in a row before that one. And I never experienced that in that 52 at all. And that was never in Series 7. So could it be Series 7 specific? We need Silverstone again, though. Emmanuel Reed, welcome along. What an entrance, Emmanuel. Yeah, Casboom, boosts are a nightmare. And yeah, that coins was shocking. We want Silverstone in the wet. James, yes, indeed, as Big Al hits the follow. Bit of Miami this time. It's very strange. I just. Whoa. So what we got? Race start and power unit. So what boost are we saying? Well, Gladiator's got to be pretty good. Also in Series 7. Let's use these two. We're in the wet again. Let's find out we're in the wet. We are using a power unit 1, but it looks like it could be Series 7. We're about to find out, because if this AI is painfully quick in the wet in Miami, we know something's bugged. Your previous guy's power unit was 122. Right, okay. Let's see, because it just doesn't make sense though. Power unit should not be in that way. So if power unit is in that way, we're on to the next secret setup. But let's find out. We'll do a lap, we'll check the lap times. It still doesn't make sense to me. Still doesn't make sense. Emmanuel, you need to just get in there. Get into this mess and just start playing. You'll be fine. Let's see if we pull away. It could be Silverstone specific as well, by the way. And now that seems better. Aye, it's good fun. Classic. As we are starting to lag a little bit. But we're ahead for now. Yeah, James, the thing is, this is what I'm saying it over and over again. If you've got a higher power unit, it shouldn't mean that you're quicker. It shouldn't. It should just mean that you can charge and recharge. Yeah, well, Emmanuel, I don't blame you, because you're probably saving yourself money and you're probably saving yourself the stress of having to play this game sometimes. Yeah, Big Al says it's laggy as well, yeah. Full on. Win ratio bug, Meto, it could be a win ratio bug, but mine's not that great anyway. Max, absolutely. Series 6 would be good to get you Series 6, because you will not be able to use anything above it. Get rid of it. Yeah, so Thomas, we've got a high power unit on now. Better at Series 3, David. Just make sure it's all about leveling up cars as quick as you can and your drivers. But I've got a series guide out, so make sure you go and check it out on how to win. So, I mean, this is a bit better. But it still baffles me. So it's 112 power units. So what we need is Silverstone again. And we need a tough matchup. to probably test it. Siren's not a fan of the update, I assume. He's on about the update. Yeah, well, exactly, Kamegi. But that's the thing. I don't see how it makes you faster unless power unit... I mean, are we trusting Hutch not to have an influence on anything else? Big Al, that's the power it requires nowadays. But exactly, Porsche, that's what I'm saying. Maybe power unit is the old grip or something. You know, when we used to have grip or we had power, maybe it's something like that. Riza, yep, I play with a free-to-play account. At the moment, there's no point using it on here because I don't have any crate slots. I can't open any crates either. So it's pretty pointless at this stage. Yeah, change Champs GP to go and get one of them bots that we just had. Can you imagine? No, these nuts, absolutely. If it helps you, by all means, it's up to everybody individually. Well, James, this is the thing. It's going to be interesting to see if this works out. Now, I think a lot of players know that power unit should be the range of your power unit, but if it is actually speed, then that unlocks a totally different side of the game. Do you play Call of Duty? I used to, Chadwin. Not anymore. As we're on the last lap. Yeah, so we're going to get a win, but we definitely need the UK, because it could be UK, or it could just be... Because Miami's been fine, and I'll be honest, Miami's been fine in other races too. Marcus, yeah, ERS... Well, seems like it's changed at the minute, doesn't it? Rafael, you're probably not far off, though. If that is the case, it would make sense why I'm on mediums, they're on hards, both pushing, and they're faster. But that's not how... I mean, is there an FAQ for PU? Yeah, Big Al. So we had better speed and cornering than that rival. So we shouldn't have had a problem on that front. Can we find something to do with power unit in these questions in FAQs? How does the power unit bar work? This is interesting. We're all about finding the tricks of the trade tonight, telling you. Booster trained, Aiden. Oh, legendary crate. Pray. Watch the adverts and hopefully you'll get lucky with some matchmaking. Or drop down the series if you want to try and just get some wins under your belt. So, power unit. Have we missed something mad here? So the power unit bar refers to how much power your car has, interestingly. The power unit bar in the game starts at 70% and recharges at varying rates depending on the engine mode. Moderate pace, yeah, I know that. As long as the power unit bar is not empty, switching to the fast engine mode boosts the car's speed. So it does boost the speed, but we know that. No, what? Yeah, we know it doesn't. That's... Which is 0% means that you run out of power in your engine mode or switch to neutral. There's nothing in there that really springs to mind anything. So we will hunt for Silverstone again. Kameki wants me to open that one. That's what I thought then, Chris. Part of me did think speed, not overtaking cornering, but yeah. We found the new meta if it's all about, and here you go, I'll treat you all to a legendary crate, shall I? One downforce. Oof. I mean, you do get some big numbers in these. The Pulse. Yeah, Big Al. It's got some big straights. It's got 4 decent-sized straights, though, Silverstone. So, 1 downforce. We are all buzzing with that. 11 Albon. 4 Zenith. I mean, that's pretty poor. Pretty poor. What if power unit is the effectiveness? Well, this is the thing. This is what we're trying. We need Silverstone to test. That's what we need. What's the new meta? Power unit, by the look of it. Yeah, that was pretty poor. But do we ever get any legendary crates that are good? No. Yeah, this will be Silverstone. Bad matchup. Silverstone inbound. You just knew it. You just knew it.
What is it?
Oh, what boost? What boost are we using? Butterfly. Right. Okay. It's going to go wet at some point. Where the hell's Butterfly? What does it even look like apart from butterflies? Right. Butterfly. Butterfly. Stuff it. Are you ready? So, let's find out if what this works. Right, let's try and get a good start. Right, so Albon's got a good start. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut him down. Because I want to see how he attacks when this car attacks. Evening, Petronas, welcome. We're testing Colin power unit. Because it seems like it's ridiculous. According to this. So, we'll let the rival catch up. Because I'm nice like that. I want to give him a chance. Why? I do not know. So he's now pushing. There he is. Pushing along. Right, let's attack. Right, we're both attacking. I mean, he's closing. But not as much. UAC Geordie, not yet. I mean, there's a little bit of a difference, but it's all about the wet weather, isn't it? I mean, we're pulling away. We are pulling away. We can do 3 laps on this Butterfly as well. We're pulling away then. We distanced ourselves in the end. As the power unit went down, we pulled away. Yeah, we're trying. We managed to keep him at bay. This is interesting work. 127 people in this stream, all finding out the meta to win a Champions GP straight away. Right, come in the pits. Come on. Look, even the mediums is flying past the soft tyre. Even Bottas has just overtaken him on mediums. UAT, yep, absolutely. Right, so what do we got? P2. He's on hard tyres though, that's the problem. I didn't mean to boost. Yeah, well, James, this is the thing this is what we've got to look at. And I get that it's a track stat, 100% get it. Yeah, well, Vertsy, this is what we're thinking. Is it a wet issue or is it not? We're going to find out in this race, though. We're going to get some power unit back. I'm gonna let the rival close in on us. This is how much I want to test this. I'm going to just put us on conserve. I'm going to put us on wets. I'm going to let him catch up. But if that is the case, then actual tracks are going to be huge on what we select. Even on a car. So our boosts are fine, but the actual car is a massive change. Yes, Vertsy, absolutely. So, did he come into the pits now? He doesn't. Why would you not come in the pits now, AI? Are we gaining on the rival? Well, we will now, I think, because it's wet. 3.9, 4.1, 4.5, 4.6, 4.8. I mean, it's going back down. It's chip-chopping around a little bit. Right. This is going to be weird, folks. Trust me. That there's method to my madness here, okay? I promise there's method to my madness. We're going to come in at the same time. We just follow. This is like Bahrain testing for F1 Clash. Right. Right then. We're going to let him go in. Well, maybe not. We've got cars ahead of us. We're on the last lap, though. Come on. Start pushing, AI. Start pushing. Come on. Push. I mean, we're overtaking. Are these on dries? Yeah, okay, fine. Is Perez on dries? Yeah. I mean, he's not going to push, sadly. Burning Butterfly. I know. I didn't know I had 273. I thought that car would push and I could check it again. But that was a lot different to the races that we had previously. I mean, Bottas has just cleared Pat away. Interesting. I know. You will never hear me tell a rival to push, ever, until that one. So, debrief time. 1.9 seconds quicker a lap compared to the rival. Music Man Vertsy, you mean? The guy didn't use boost. No, he didn't. But obviously, this is what we're testing because I was 2 seconds a lap slower last time with boosts. So, could do, Chris. So 1.91 seconds quicker. He had a lot better drivers. Level 2 Norris. Level 2. Emmanuel. Yes, he does, Vertsy. I've played him quite a few times, Music Man. I mean, it's fair to say we had a lot higher power unit than him that time. Ethan, welcome. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. He doesn't, I think, Vertsy. Doesn't. Yeah, well, what we'll do is we'll try and get one of these tracks in the dry, and we'll try it on one of these dry tracks. But Silverstone wet seems an issue, but it wasn't an issue then. Yeah, Sean, I think that is going to be... Yeah, look, 991, Silverstone. Silverstone incoming. Click it. Done. Nah, close. Ethan grinded till Series 8. Play Ethan. Yeah, so this is what we got to work out now is... Callum, welcome. Callum Jazz. How much does a track stat play? How we got this qualified? Is this the same guy or something? Albon and Bottas. I'm going to use Gladiator here. A Rooster and Power Unit, so it should be that, really. About 400 flags, Reza. Not too many. Tricky Ricky, we're just trying out the Power Unit. So we're in a Power Unit series at the moment, but we've found a few races where we've been absolutely destroyed. So we're just trying to find out now is if there is meta in the game or not. So I'm going to try and do the same again. We're going to try and let the rival catch up again. I mean, what is this baffling what we're doing here? Welcome. Yeah, maybe if we can get this right, I'll get a job at Mercedes, Red Bull or Ferrari or something. But I'll bring you all as my pit crew, don't worry. I mean, this rival's not even getting past. Remember, Rooster Booster. Yes, James, Rooster Booster. James, what club are you in now? How do you do that start glitch, Rens the Black? It's just literally click pit, click wets. Pretty much it. So he's closing, but he's got no power unit left. And we're quite... I mean, he is closing, but by not much. Oh, needs pit. Ugh. It's fine. Bottas can actually do 4 laps here. F1 Attic. Nice, James. Best driver in Series 7. I mean, I like Bottas and Rare Albon at the minute. They're my favourite too. Series 8 is all about defending boost. So yeah, that's for driver though, isn't it? So it's more of a driver track series. Let's try and get Albon through in his power rocket ship of a Red Bull. Watch how quick this is, ladies and gentlemen. Power unit. He's pretty quick, isn't it? It's pretty quick. It feels like a rocket ship. That is quite mental. F1 that. No, I got what you meant, James. Got what you meant. It's all good. So it looks like that is potentially the meta. Power unit set up in other series. But yeah, well, I'll have to... I mean, I've got to pit again, ain't I, here? I need the rival to get close, but it's nowhere near. We've absolutely destroyed away. Dude, lad, I'm good. How are you, my friend? How are you? Zooming past all of them. I mean, we've made pretty light work of that. Like, let's go Albon with a push now on mediums. Let's see how quick he gets past against Verstappen and the Ferrari. I mean, he's already passed 1. He's already passed 2. How quick can he catch the rival up who's on hard tyres? He's pretty quick. Wow. That is ridiculous. Jesus, that is quick. That is the meta. I think track stacks are all about car setup. All about car setup as well. I know that might not be like it's common sense. Yeah, James, I've heard of your team before. Yeah, Thomas, so what it's just trying to work out is power unit is a little bit bugged, if we say the least. So again, I'll explain it on my understanding. So remember your power unit. Your car has got speed. Your car has got cornering. Your car has got power unit. So power unit is basically that blue bar. Now your power unit is how much you can attack or you can defend. Look at this guy. Try to come past on hards. Let's see how quick we are now. Mediums versus hards. He's pulling away again. Maybe not. See you later. Yeah, so what we're basically saying is, from my understanding, a power unit should be how quick you can recharge it and how quick you can use it in a way. So it might go down slower the higher the stat is. Now that doesn't seem to be the case. It seems to be that power unit, especially in Series 7, really makes a difference for the speed that your car travels at. So that guy had, well, I don't know what his power unit was, but he had low cornering, which is very interesting. Now, yeah, I'll have a look later on, James. But it's just interesting to know that if you've got a power unit track, you have to use power unit, clearly, and a setup for power unit. But that isn't how it should work. But it is working, as we've got 348 to get to Series 9. I'll do it, James, later on. James, you can come and join ours instead. Not bad. Series 5 for Doolad, that's not too bad. Just gone to Series 6 with mine. Silverstone again. Free to play is not a great season. Yeah, Tricky Ricky, it's difficult for me. Absolutely difficult. I feel your pain. How long are you streaming for? Not too sure. Depends if Man City start beating Spurs. So we're going to say, please be wet. Here we go. Another little try. So, butterfly. And let's go power unit. Power unit. What do we got? Power unit. Anything more 25 for power unit. Taurus looks a good boost. Yeah, well, exactly, Kamegi. We never know what to expect. So I'm not going to push off the start. I am testing this. It's just like a cow print car. Oh, Jesus. It's a bit hectic in here, isn't it? Oh, God. Ugh. All right, okay. See you later, Norris. Get me past Verstappen. Come on. Round the outside. Round the outside. So we're going to test it again then. This is a lower team score. So really, we should be absolutely blasting past this like a Max Verstappen past a Williams. He's pushing, and so are we. We had a go. We're going on board. Okay, I think we could solve world hunger, I reckon, tonight. I think we've done it. No, 7 tenths, 8 tenths, 9 tenths, 1 second, 1.2, 1.3. And he's still pushing. Bottas is, I don't know what he's doing. You wouldn't, if we'll see, James, we'll see. What is going on with these lot? Come on, Bottas. Who's going to win the Premier League? Man City. Because I need them to beat Spurs. Come on, get past. Come on. Thank you. Vertsy, in Series 7, yes, you should. They need a DRS button. Well, there you go. Big Al's a Villa fan as well. Big Al, welcome aboard, my friend. Good choice, Big Al. Oh, it's not prime power jobs. Why do you press the pit at the start? DK, just gives a little bit of a faster start. Right, so I think we hold up them again. I think we just conserve, but I don't know if they push now, because it's only 7 laps, isn't it? Yeah, George Pinto, it's hard without boosts. Maybe drop down a series, get some coins under your belt so you don't run out. Nice, Big Al. Yeah, I've been a season ticket holder for 20 years now. I went to Greece last week to watch us lose 2-0. It's brilliant. Most in Series 4. I think it's overtaking Vertsy and whatever track stat is on the others. Oh, Striker. Stream Strike's back. Don't worry, Stream Strike. My win streak got ruined. So, yeah, you got nothing to ruin tonight. Sounds a bit wrong, doesn't it? But Taurus is not too bad. Oh, dude, lad, absolutely. That's what we're finding out. Gonna switch to your free play so we can have no Porsche. No Porsche, to be fair, I've got a lot of boosts on the free to play because of last season. The problem is I don't want to use them. I need 150 million, remember? As we're absolutely flying. It definitely is like a rocket ship. Look how quick it is. The Gula, I don't. Only 2020. We better accept it. James, I'll try and accept it. It's hard for me, but I'll try. As long as I've got you watching my stream, we're all good. Well, it's been a learning curve so far. I know, Big Al. I know. Disappointing, but hopefully tonight seals the deal. Well, these rivals aren't going to push, so nice little win. And that is a hell of a difference, you would all have to admit. Power unit. I mean, I don't know everything all the time, but I think we've done some really good learning in this video. I do like your banter, James. Favourite team, Ethan? Aston Villa. I am an Aston Villa fan. So yeah, let's have a look at the time difference again then on this lap. So as we've seen, we basically let the car catch up and then pushed. Lacey Adams, welcome. That was a lot better. Yeah, I mean, that does point to the fact that a cornering setup, a massive cornering setup at a cornering track, a massive speed setup, that's what it points to. Derby fan, congratulations, Hawkey, getting promoted. Yeah, Big Al, that was a good bug, that was. James, advertisement comes at a cost, mate. So, 2.3 seconds quicker than the rival in that one. Look at Albon, 1.4 ahead of Bottas. And this guy went max cornering by the look of it. And his power unit was probably not 89 because it's bugged. But a pack of wine gums, James. Yeah, this is interesting. Seems like we've solved something, and that doesn't happen very. A pack of Bourbons. Oh. Watkins is overrated. Never, Ethan. Got to back these up. Let's open this as well. David, make sure you in our Discord will help you through it. Lifetime of Coke. I'm halfway there, James. It's definitely good learning. So if you are watching and you are one of them few, then you are in for a right learning treat when you get to Series 7. Trust me. So what's the next one? Speed. So when I get into speed, guess who's going full speed? Yeah, you name it. I'm on it. God, James rolled out of his cage today and chose violence. Yeah, exactly, Big Al. So yeah, speed's going to be the main one potentially in that one. But then obviously if it's with power unit, and obviously we've got a power unit set up, then it's going to be even better. Ethan, none of them were overrated. Ethan, McGinn cost us $2.5 million because Celtic wouldn't pay it. We look pretty good now. 477 enough for Series 4. Volks, yes, I did Series 5 in 507. So we're back on power play. Let's use a bit of Gladiator this time round. Series 11 is cornering. But I'll tell you what, Thomas, it makes interesting for GP, doesn't it? Do the old perfect. Ah, Max, you know it. So we'll cut down again. We'll see if this rival comes through. David, I did. That was me. Not wanting to spend 2.5 million on McGinn. RML, welcome along. RML, one of the winners of the giveaway for season launch. He's won an iPhone so that future Hutch season updates, he'll get it straight away. Not really. Evening Joe as well. Welcome along. How dare you have... I know, Marcus. I haven't got many Gladiator boosts, to be honest. I could do with some more Gladiator boosts. Rafael, yeah. What it is, Rafael, I've got a bunch of minions in my club. And what I do is I just let them race it. So this account gets raced 24 hours a day now. No, probably books. Jose, welcome. Yeah, Volks, definitely reduce the drivers, get some lower drivers, but better car, and you'll be fine. Wasn't even P1. Oh, RML. Yeah, David, he's got a big back bottom that he likes to use a lot. Porsche, that is the way it's looking at the moment. Credit card, then books. I've already got the books though, James. It's all right. In theory, James, I purchased these last season, so actually I'm free to play this season. If only that counted. Conclusion on power unit, Colin. If your track states that it's a power unit track, you need to go full on power unit. Now, I imagine if it's a power unit and a speed track, you need to balance your power unit and your speed. That's what now makes sense to me. Yeah, Dan, it's a bit easier down the bottom now with juniors and challengers. But welcome along, Vim. Mark's been kicked off the TV. City sporting son wants to watch Spurs. Well, Mark, hopefully it's worth it. If City do the job, it's worth it. Marcus, it goes on your weekly division. So if your weekly league is in Challenger, you can still enter Challenger. How to win Series 8? Well, we know how to win the series now. Go and whack some defending on your driver. So pick some defending drivers and you'll be sound. But then I can't remember the tracks that are in. I've already done Series 8. What am I on about? Bit of defending on your driver. I think I used a pretty balanced setup. Just slightly cornering, I think, is what I used. Absolutely strange crew. Volks, I think we'll, well, I don't really know. Depends what group we get. Have a good one. Big L, have a good one. As well as Newcastle did. All right, Mike. Of course you will, James. You'll have it in Fanatics in no time. It's been pretty easy once you know that power unit, isn't it? So, in the chat then, I want one word only, and there's 120 people in here, so there's plenty of you to answer this question. I don't want to hear any other answers. All I want to know, and I'll do a poll after probably, what GP are you entering tomorrow? I just want to hear junior, challenger, contender, champion, or none. That is all I want to know. And there's 120 people. I want at least 120 replies. Matthew Matt, thank you very much. Lost without the football. And the Tommy Robs, enjoy yourself. Avalanche, welcome as well. James has no clue. James, see, if you was in our club, we'd have guided you there already. Old Trafford is falling down. It's pretty wet, isn't it? But don't know on the options. Challenger for Keith. Keith. Contender for Callum. Ooh, so some of our big champions players from last season. Nolene not going for a GP at all, Nolene. Why? Not even junior. You got to do one at least. Come on. Nagula, I'd probably go challenger with the free to play. I don't think I'm going to get the coins. Doolad's going challenger. Tricky Ricky for junior. Keith don't have the money. Keith, look at me. Right. This is how you get the coins to enter your GP. Top secret there. How many people going to champs? I don't know. I can't see it being many. Jackal challenger, Colin Jr. challenger for Venune. The problem is, I can imagine, Nolene, you might be able to tell me differently here, being part of EA, but I imagine your likes of Elite Alliance, Blue Flags, Black Sails Collective, whatever they're called, all going for champion, and they'll all pay the 150 million. I might be wrong, and hopefully, Nolene, you can let me know if I am wrong, but I would have expected all the big guns from the big teams all going to champion. You can take card payment online. Oh, wow, Nolene. Clever. Yeah, clever. I like your style, Nolene. Oh, all right, Nolene. Which GP are you entering this week? If you want a better answer to give me. Fair play. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of people going for Challenger or Junior. I think that is all to do with the coins, though. Doodlad, welcome into one of our teams as well. Nagula, everyone likes football. Where you been? But if you are watching at the moment, hit that like button. Hit the like. Everyone's going champion. Yeah, it's what I'd expect. I would love my club to go champion all, but I will not force... I'm not saying your team forces anybody, but I will not request anybody to go and... I think it's like... I think 150 million worked out to be like... Is it like $20, $40, I think? Didn't have the coins. Yeah, I think books is the only way you really get the coins at the minute. So we've got a real player. We haven't had a real player for a while. So this will be interesting. They're using Instinct. Now we're using Power Unit. And we've absolutely cleared away. I mean, let's see if we can catch him up on the mediums. I mean, wow. Like, wow. That is bonkers. Oh, fingers crossed, Nerlene. Fingers crossed you can get there, even if you qualify on Friday. That's what matters. Why do you select wets, Colin? It just used to be a really, like, quick way of... It used to be a little glitch, to be fair, to get a really good start, but it still works at some tracks. I know, Kamegi. I mean, Kamegi, that's confirmation, isn't it, right there? That he's pushing on softs, I'm pushing on mediums, and I absolutely fly past him. If we ever needed confirmation, it was right there. An easy check. Well, that's it, Keith. Now, Keith, I will let you know how that works, because in the final GP last season, I finished P100 and P100 in preparation for this week. So, Hutch, give me an easy group. I forgot to pit. Can't afford contender. Well, at the end of the day, you afford the GP what you want. It's the first event of the season. Yeah, it's still 50%, Chris. So, for example, on that point, Chris, last season, there was a point. I'm going to run out of tyres here as well. I'm going to run out of tyres on the other one too. So there was a point last season where in the very, very high flags, only 6 were in a group, I think it was, and it was 50% to get through. So only 3 players, and one was like Series 10, the other like 4 were Series 12, and that was it. That was it, game over. So if anything, if the Champions group is not 100 players, it will be a lot tougher. Because it will be 50% of whatever number. So if there's 40 players, it will be 50% of 20. What a save, Edison. I feel like I don't even need to watch the game. You lot are just going to tell me. But no, dude, it's good to have you back on the game. Good to have you back. Are the rewards better for GPs at the moment? No. Not at the moment. They did say that they were going to look at it, but at present, it is not. Kimo's off to sleep at Series 8. Fair play. Work is done. Keith, that's the amazing question that we've got. And as you remember all the time, remember who builds this game, Hutch, and then think what Hutch want to do, and then think the opposite. Think how it could work. Any updates on compensation for Android? Haven't heard anything, but I imagine it would be this week, maybe next week. Android 2-time delay for Nerlene. And again, yesterday I was one of the lucky Oh, you got locked out as well. Oh my God. You've had some bad luck, Nolan. Really bad luck. Challenger for Jose. F1 Clash low. Well, hopefully they don't score. Happy days. Macklin struggling in Series 6. What he's saying, how do I sort it out? Let me have a look at Series 6 after this for you. Remember, if anybody is watching and you've got Amazon Prime, head over to Twitch and you can get a free subscription. Plug alert. So, Series 6, you want, race start is your key stat for your driver that you want. So if your car's driver's got race start, then by all means do that. You've got one speed stat. So I'd probably take speed on your setup as well, because there's at least 2 tracks here with speed on there. So based on probability, probably take speed over anything else, and race start and power unit. So there's only really 1 track or 2 tracks that, 2 tracks for speed, 1 for power unit, 1 for cornering. Can you get comp raced on your road? Yeah, Porsche, speed and qualifying will help you as well, McLaren there. Frenchie, welcome. Yeah, Porsche, that's the problem. Like, we can all go champions, great. But if we go and get a Series 1 reward and someone in contender gets a good reward, Series 9, who knows? You can click on the nation flags. Can you actually? I didn't know that. Already primed sub for some Well, I haven't sorted the emotes out, Tricky. I'm not that clever yet. But, they look alright, don't they? The Amster emotes. So what we got? Soft and mediums. We're going to go Rooster Booster again, because we love a bit of Rooster Booster. Yeah, James, I bet you can't wait for that Series 5 crate. It's going to be amazing. You're going to get such good rewards out of that Series 5. You seen me open a Series 7 a minute ago, and it was terrible. Can you start plugging? Thomas, do you want me to do a video to say that you've got to go all out on your qualifying stat? How dare you tell me to guide players the wrong way? Keith, you can go for that if you want. Be prepared to be disappointed, though. Partially. UAC, Geordie, a little bit of calm, mate. We don't need to start swearing, otherwise we'll time you out. 3 billion, that's crazy. You can't pick the track, no. Hello from South Africa, run out. Welcome along. Make sure, everybody, you do hit the like button. Exactly, Tricky Ricky. Them emotes are fabulous. Why have we never had them before? I'll finish race last. Let's go. Going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to GP, but it could be terrifying. Absolutely, David. Why don't you use Epic Alcon? So Epic Albon doesn't get used because I'm trying to look after my team score. I don't want to force myself into some really bad matchmaking or really tough drivers. So that is why we have gone for this. James multitasking to perfection. I can see why you're with Fanatics now. Do a Kevin.
Kevin!
Just to scare everybody in the chat. I always forget I've got it sometimes. Bottas is absolutely clear. Absolutely, Volks. It's always going to help. If you ever get to the final round of GP, it is huge because you're guaranteed rewards. If you don't make it through, that is a problem because you're going to miss out on rewards. So pick a series that you're going to do well at. I'm going to pick Champion because I'm going to risk it for about 75 chocolate biscuits. Joe, team score is just under 1,000, I think. Maybe 930, something like that. Where's JD going, James? Joshua Blackfoot, welcome along as well. Welcome in. So yeah, we've been on a little bit of a win streak since we found out. It's a shame we didn't find that out really before the case. Best team score for Series 4 and 5. So run out, I did it in... So Series 5, I completed at 507 team score. And Series 4, I did it at about 450, 460. Jam, good idea. If you wasn't having high expectations anyway, then you will never be disappointed either. Good thinking. Okay, fair play, James. I mean, this season, I know there's been a few dodgy issues. Sprint races. Android issues. Coins are mega expensive. TMD, I've got the old badge on there. What am I doing? I'll just have to make you a moderator on here as well, TMD, at some point. You know, just do everything for me. I have to start putting you on the payroll. Thomas, sometimes everything goes through my head like a sieve. Dodged a bullet. But no, I actually like the update. I like this season. But I don't like the issues and the expensive coins. That's one thing I don't like. There's Albon and Bottas, P1 and P2. Volks, we don't want Spurs to go ahead. Don't do me like that. Wow, Volks. But RC. So if it's not bad sprint rewards, you're going to absolutely try and tell me that Spurs are winning. Oh, I see the chat's game now. I see it. Kevin! This is what? If Spurs score, we're going to get this. Extra flags per race too. Yeah. Club tournaments coming, yeah. I like Bottas. Bottas is pretty decent. And again, we almost lapped this rival. He's left him for dead. No, Demox, it's just a case of if you haven't got any, then it's what mainly people carried over from last season. That's all.
A race like this is incredibly satisfying.
Easy work. We found, I say we, I haven't, I got beat, chat helped me. Yeah, it helps. See, chat come together, the community come together, we help each other. It's great. Well, the thing is, David, Spurs have still got to beat Sheffield United, and they are a very strong team. They are a very strong team. Miami, decent track, Frenchie. I enjoy Miami. It's a good track. CC points on free to play. RML, yeah, I bought Cyclone and I bought Gyro, I think it was. Oh, Checo. Bit of Checo and the Hash drivers as well. Let's open some of these. Gono, welcome. Volks, no separate stats for wet tracks, no. Used to be. Yeah, I mean, Thomas, let's be honest. Spurs probably put a few past you. But Spurs have to win tonight. Yeah, Volks, so what series are you in, Volks? It could be that you need a power unit or something. What have we done since that race? 9 win streak. Back on it. Still 292 off. Safety car in Vegas, that is the ultimate pain. I just imagine if you was an Android player, you then got the sprint issues and couldn't log in, and then you got the safety car in Vegas. I'll do it. I'll show you after this race, Marcus. Miami again. Gono probably thinking to go champions. but I am going to risk it, I think. I don't think there's any point me going contender. I don't need really any Series 9 parts. Well, I obviously do, but not in the way that I need it. I'm picking up the wrong phone here. Race Star and Power Unit. Want to buy coins? Probably will have to. Come on. P4, P3. Should get away nicely. Nah, David. All good. Don't worry at all. How do you get Roost Boost? It's available at one of the Grand Prix. I can't remember which event it will come at, but basically there is a pattern of all the boosts that come out, and they tend to go off last season. I'll try and dig it out in my clubs. Fingers crossed, folks. Catch you later. What are your tyre straps from Miami? Yeah, same as before. It's 3 wet, 2 wet. 2 wet, or 3 wet, 3 wet, 1 wet. It's going to hurt. So the problem you've got at the moment is this is why it doesn't make sense to stay low flags anymore. So if you get 150 million and you enter GP, okay, so you enter GP, you've lost 150 million. You've then got to go and get 150 million for next week's GP. So literally within 3 days, it will enter again. And also, it's a case of you've then got to upgrade anything that you've got. So yeah, Rooster Boost. I can't stop saying Rooster Booster. Rooster Boost is available from the French GP, but we don't have the French GP anymore. So it might be in the French origin or something they release it out. I imagine that will be when it would release. But it's a good. It looks like it's set to be a good boost this season. Chris, I don't know. I mean, you could argue that anybody who enters champs is a big spender, because the likelihood of somebody going through duels and getting 150 million is very slim. Not impossible, but very slim. No more Rooster or SAR for Keith. Oof. I used all my Rooster on my free-to-play account last season. Yeah, everything's a long way away. I'm going to have to buy books books for coins if I want to enter GP and champs. I'm not going to get anywhere near. Unless I get to Series 9, where I start getting 5 million a race. Guy over 3 billion. Yeah, well, James, they could also get spinners and they could get ×2 coins as well. That's one way. Copper is a good boost. Yep, so anything that's cornering track meta is going to be great for that one. GPs, quite a few of them, yeah. Movember boost, yeah, they didn't release it last year, I don't think, Kimo. It was a shame because that was a good boost at the Movember. Instinct is good, well, especially as it's free. Gladiator's a decent boost as well because that has race start and power unit and pit time. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with the GP. I think everyone's going to be wary of it. Now, tomorrow, for anybody watching right here, tomorrow we will release a strategy guide for the GP. I have made it as general as I can. I have made it as available to all series as possible. So 9 AM, we kind of wasn't allowed to release it beforehand because we don't actually know the track stats that are applied. But we will be going ahead and releasing that out so that we can get you one of them. GP live stream, I don't think so. It will be a case of recording. But I could do both of them. Marcus, I do not have a clue. Whilst I've almost nearly got 1,000 team score, I am still probably nowhere near some of the players that are out there. Probably uploading, Chris. I'm out later on in the evening, so I don't think I'm going to get a chance. James, It's interesting that you say your sheets are already out, because you do not know the track stats that are being applied to the tracks. So, good luck with that one, mate. Free-to-play Porsche, I wanted to go contender, but probably not. It'll probably be challenger. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think there's a lot of people changing it. And now last season, everybody would have gone champs. Ah, it's all right, James. No problem. No problem. We'll have to find out, Greg. Or Chris even, I should say. Have to find out tomorrow. James will be able to tell you though, won't you, James? You'll be able to tell them if it's the same track stats or not. If you've got insiders, you'll know. So, good little win, that one. Nice and easy. We're on our way. We're on our way to Series 9. Slowly but surely. I mean, we're absolutely dominating now. Well, James, you're not a very trusted captain if they don't tell you, that's for sure. Big mouth. We couldn't tell, James. I mean, we've done 125 million so far in 2 days. 1 day and a half. Not too bad. Quite a lot. I'm enjoying this Power Play series now. Please show the setup. Sorry. Back at it. Back at it. So this is the car. I need some coins, so I'm not upgrading Albon yet. Albon can stay where he is. So I only need about 114 million. And that's what I'm using at the moment in this series. I want to upgrade that, but I don't because it's 20 million. Wow. Wow. Uh-oh. Get the charger out. 20 million. Jesus. 114 million. I'm getting 1.1 million a race right now. His Juggernaut is not too bad. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. James, what's your actual game name? In case I ever come across you in a duel. Can use the card. That's the answer to everything. Overtaking and power unit. Rooster. What we like. Here we go. Series 5 our legendary crates are. Your name's is just James on its own. So P1, P2. Look at that. Smashed through them already. Smashed through it. Easy. Well, how many real players? Not many, because we've been in a lower series, so we haven't had as many players as we have. We have had a few, though. Welcome, Paul. Just seeing that as well. Nolene, I haven't, but I've myself ran a few laps without any tyres, and it's quite good. I'm not going to try it, but it's quite good. It's just so bad, that bug. Really bad. Cranberry used, well, who would have thought we'd get to this season and we'd be using Tulip Boost, Butterfly, Gladiator, Cranberry. Who would have thought all them bad boosts from last season now basically good enough? As we have got a safety car. Safety car. Should be clear here. It's only P3, P4, should be fine. It was Thomas, yep. Everyone, you see the trend now. Everyone's going to start lugging power unit on Series 7. Anyone who gets to Series 7 now, game changer. There you go, Paul. Smashing it. You never know, James. You never know. Butterfly, beautiful boost. Well, that's it. It just shows. Never get rid of your bad boosts. Yeah, well, Kimo, it'd be good in GP if we get a safety car. Just let the safety car go. Literally, everyone pits. You take 1-2. Just stay out with no tyres on. Dragon as well. Good evening, Brian. Welcome along, Brian. Brian. Yeah, David, last season, back end of last season, I used all the Eagle, I used all the Gladiator, and I used all the Rooster. Amazing. It is all the good stuff. But all divisions are going to be tough. Really glad that Rodload, that Series 5 is helping. That's what we like to see. I have got a... didn't see your message there, Tricky, but we have got this one. Let me find it.
You know what that was? That was a smooth operator. Smooth operation.
Oh, yeah. 2 laps. Cruising to victory on the hards. Pulling away from the rival further back who's just come into the pits. Smooth. But you have Shunat, Tulip, and Kimo, I've got all the bad boosts. I did once stock up on Taurus massively at the Spanish Grand Prix in 2022 because it was amazing, and then Hutch nerfed it last season. Roadload, I'm keeping my eye out. I keep switching between the football, but I'm not going to do it. I'm here. TMD, I had some bad ones earlier on the free-to-play. Matchmaking can be a nightmare. Petition for a mod. That's a new one. Potentially, Nagula, I'll have to have a look at that. If we keep getting 100 or so players in here, then by all means, maybe. Good luck, Mark. Have a good one. Enjoy qualifying. Hopefully it's good whichever GP you enter. Taurus is decent in Series 9. That'll be the next one. Speed. It's been working well. Tell you what, the Force Soft is so good. That is unbelievable. Ginny's good. I think Glitz is pretty good. But another nice little win on our way. If you're right, Hutch, then Monaco, Chris. Force Soft. Lovely. Yeah, I mean, it has opened the gates. What I'm just slightly disappointed is the fact that you now pretty much have to use boosts. You can get away with not using boosts, but you can see the difference it makes. It's unbelievable. Look at my stats. Just be on this. James, I know what you're getting at. You just want some free advertisement for your club as a WF1. I know. I don't blame you. It's okay. Why are Spurs battering Man City? That's not in the petition. Right, come on. I want to get to Series 9 because there'll be a lot more real players in Series 9. Is it worth getting the pit pass, Scott? Absolutely, because you get to queue the crates. So when you're sleeping, you're opening crates. Just alone, that is worth it. As well as the crates, power-ups, everything else. And already, flying clear. What are the best boosts in the game? Chadwin, there's not really a best boost at the moment. It really depends on what track we are running. Well, Porsche, it only makes sense that then next season, boosts will be even more important and everyone's going to be back down to square zero. Not even square one, square zero. Let's get Albon in. P2, but we're fine. We're all good. The free boosts are good now. They do still make a massive difference. Well, Tricky, make sure, now you're in new season, make sure to finish them. It will help a lot. Sure. Armando, welcome along. So we should really be able to fly past these here with the power unit. But Alex Albon, can he get past? Easy. Easy work. What's the deal, James? Come on, hit me here. Well, Frenchie, even I ran out of ballast on the free-to-play. It's painful. I couldn't see the deal. I'm enjoying this season. I definitely think it's a massive improvement. Massively. A lot more interesting than last season. Where you just, last season, going round on a track, literally using the same thing over and over again. It's so much better. And like TMD says, even if you're not on about this, TMD, it's fresh. But James, what's the benefit of us having you? You race every day. James, what we just do is just get Fanatics and ASA WF1 clubs involved with each other, and we just become a global force. That's the other way of doing it. That's the better way of doing it. Take on the world. Yes, Scott, so it goes again. So you basically rinse and repeat the same sort of thing. There's different rewards, different options in the passes, though, every single month. And gradually, it gets increased each month, to better rewards through the season. TMD, I reckon we could get the global most clubs or numbers. Cheers, Chadwin. Much appreciated. So it's going to rain, but we haven't got the umbrella out. We're not going to need it. We're going to be absolutely fine. Going to be absolutely fine. Well, you have a word, James. I'll leave it with you. You get free advertisement then. Also, it depends what your clubs want. It's the indication. So you got no. So Scott. So sorry. So Scott, you go Series 1 through to 12, and that stays as it is. But your actual pit pass, that you can pay for resets. Sorry if that's got a bit confusing. But your actual series will stay the same for a year. But you might have noticed that Champions Series is now in there as well. I think it was called right at the end. So that will be launching later in the year as well. Wait for a complete. Yes, Nagula. I've seen someone mention that actually. Really good tip. Something I'll probably do next month. Ah, Rafael, that's interesting because I quite like this season so far. Yeah, add your crate reduction onto your 30 days or 60 days that you've got already. Yeah, well, Chris, they don't give coins, they don't give boosts. It basically hardly boosts. It gives you a massive incentive to have to race. Well, James, there's a lot to discuss about how a deal works, isn't there? So, a lot to work out. Scott, 4 years playing the game. Last season, and I'm not doing this to blow my own trumpet, 15 P1s, which is like 600 boosts every GP. It's you get them stocked up pretty quick, but a lot of it does come through from purchases as well. Nagula, we'll definitely have a look at it at some point. We are in Series 7 at the moment. Can Hutch give us our coins back from last season instead of the CC points? It's already 1.9 million a gift. Him and Apparently defended. Yeah, if you take them off the track stats, Thomas, that's out there at the moment. Nova C, yes. Keep racing. Don't give up. It's going to be tough if you've got no boost, but you can still win. Just maybe stay longer in some of the series below. So defending and power unit. Is there actually any like... Gladiator works okay. Chadwin, maybe drop down a series or just change some parts or drivers around slightly. Well, yeah, James. Lifetime of supply of that is good. As always, you can't beat a bit of it. Exactly. Well, I can have a right picnic on F1 Clash. Happy days. But this game, this Series 7, is unbelievable once you know that power unit stuff. So I thank the chat. Thomas, I know you said it previously. So when is the Series 7 guide coming out? Free-to-play has got to get through Series 6. But we're getting there. Defending power unit Iron Force as well. Okay, cool. Look at so many boosts now in play. It's actually mad. It's actually crazy. RML, that's probably still up there. See how quickly we pull away here. Quite quickly. Jesus. No good. Look after yourself. Appreciate you coming here. Yeah, Earthman, I will show you after this race. I'll compare you to the rival. Hey, just think of the long run, James. That's what you got to look at. It's long-term benefit. Yeah, Thomas, if I just recut this stream down, I'd have all the tracks there already. And it's perfect evidence to know that that's the way forward. Jason, full power unit setup pretty much. That's all you need to know. Keith, that's the way I'm thinking. And if it's a speed and... Well, it won't be a speed and power unit track, will it? I think it's always going to be one driver, one car. So if it's speed, I'm going all out speed. Maybe mix with qualifying, though. That's the difference. But you probably will get good qualifying anyway. Exactly, James. You have a word, James. Message me on Discord what you find out. So, P1 and P2. We haven't looked back, really. I mean, since we've added the meta in this series, we generally haven't had a troubled matchup. Well, exactly, James. The big clubs would be scared. Why are we going so slow now? Yeah, Armando, if you can get away with one boost on one driver, then absolutely go for it. 2 speed tracks, 1 cornering, 1 power unit. So speed probably. Adrian, we're just saying that in Series 7, dominating some power unit is the absolutely way to go. Mainly track boost at the minute, Tricky Ricky. Mainly just the track. And catching up the back market after change setup. Kamegi, we didn't... Yeah, I mean, probably didn't notice that as much because Series 6, when I raced in there before, we caught them up all the time. So probably didn't notice it as much. Albon's going to run out of tyres in this race, but we'll keep him on conserve. Thomas, I'd argue it does speak true at the moment. Now, I always expected Hutch to deliver a game where different loadouts would matter. What I probably didn't expect is it to be as... What's probably word? As effective as it probably would be. What I didn't expect is power unit to actually mean speed. That is what I 100% didn't expect. Because that shouldn't work. Chadwin, GP strategy is already created. I've just got to release it and do a video on it. But won't be till 9 o'clock. So 9 AM UK time tomorrow. We will release the GP strategy for qualifying. James is done racing. He's off to the negotiation table now. With his bourbons and his wine gums and his can of Coke. Can someone explain why Man City aren't beating Spurs yet? I think something's broke. Yeah, Thomas, so what we'd then do is we'd change it over to speed, wouldn't we? We'd change it over to then cornering for the other two. James comes back with, you said no. Are we ever going to get through to see it? It feels like an age to get through to this one. For F1 Fanatics pyjamas, Porsche. In his Fanatics cup and his Fanatics straw. Drinking his hot chocolate before bedtime. 236. With his Fanatics toothbrush and his toothpaste. Oh, it's Irfan. Sorry. Sorry, buddy. So Series 7. And that is the car that we're running at the moment. The reason we haven't upgraded that part in the very top left-hand corner of your screen is because it costs 20 million. So that is it. And then drivers, pretty balanced driver setup right now. Bottas and Albon. But for GP tomorrow, we have got probably Alex Albon and Charles Leclerc coming straight in, which should be good as well. Nothing very good in the shop today, though. Just Daddy Boy Stroll, who shouldn't really be up there. Thomas, you wait till I get a video out. We'll change 10% of that viewer count. It won't be many. Half-time 0-0. That's still Villa qualifying for the Champions League at the moment. But surely Man City have to go for it, because that will hand Arsenal the advantage. Silverstone coming up. Oh, Bahrain. I don't have the Beast. I don't have anything Series 9, I don't think, because I'm only in Series 8. Up to you, James. Just ask him about a join of forces. I don't know. Rafael's stocking up. Rafael's in Champions tomorrow. No doubt about that. I am the Rooster Booster. Go on, James. You can let him know about the idea. Right. Perfect. Bottas. Boom. And see you later. Won the race from the first corner. Brilliant. Put the phone down. Dream of Spurs losing. I don't really know, Keith. I think It's just better. I'm just going to whack a load of speed on for the speed tracks. Yeah, James, just say it was my idea, absolutely. Carmelo, what would you buy in the shop for books? So it depends what GP you're... So remember this thing, everybody. If you've got a Series 12 asset in the shop, if you're going to go ahead and do anything less than Champion GP, you're not going to be able to use them. So for me, entering Champion, if there's a Series 12 driver, Series 11 driver, or parts, then I'm going to buy them. Paul, have a good one. Catch you later. Whack. I like it, TMD. Oh no. Ronaldo or Messi? Messi. Ooh. Coach Bottas, let Albon overtake you. It's a table. There you go. Bottas had it in his own hands. And Rival's pushing pretty hard here. But we'll just set our power unit technique off. And we'll just fly past Leclerc. See you later. We'll close the gap on the others straight away. And it's all good. Well, yeah, Porsche. Absolutely. Series 9. Yeah. Stryko, loving life. There you go, Stryko. There's a nice little tip for you in this live stream. What a beautiful day. It soon changed from... I mean, how mad was it that we actually got so confused at one point because it shouldn't work how it does, and now we're dominating because it works how it shouldn't work? No, Armando. Usually I just let it open and then I move to the next one. I don't usually wait. So we're going to push Bottas for a full lap. Make sure we get a gap to the rival, who's in P2. We're absolutely pounding through Series 7. I mean, that's Chris. That's some pretty good grind you've got there. I mean, I'm on about 130 million. Sound, James, sound. So I'm on a fair number as well. Now let's see Albon. He's got them behind, and he's just pulling away, even with the power unit. Series 9, though, Chris. Yeah, well, that's still good work. How much is Series 9, though? Is that 10 million a win? Yeah, all good, James. No rush. It's always worth an ask. What we got? P1. Still pushing away with Bottas as well. Bottas absolutely cleared the field. 5 million a win in Series 9. 2.5 per win. Totaling 5. Yeah, okay, got you. Yeah, it's Series 10 that it goes up a lot more, isn't it? That's where you're going to get your coins. Kimo, look after yourself. Have a good one, Kimo. Absolutely, Adrian. Absolutely. Just double. Yeah. That's where you're going to get your Champions GP money from, is Series 10 or above. I think Series 11 is 10 races to get a GP entry. That's all it takes if you win them all. Come on, Rafael, you can get through it. Or 30 races to enter GP. Yeah. So, good work in that one. 942. Make sure if you're watching, hit that like button on the video as well. The Tricky Ricky's hit the follow. Good stuff. Didn't have the alert. I've turned the alerts off on my... I need to turn it back on the stream because I don't know if anybody watched one of the videos yesterday or the day before. And then one of the alerts come up and it absolutely scared the life out of me. And then I couldn't actually pronounce the name, even though it was really easy. It's quite funny. Man United or Liverpool? I will never make that choice, Chadwin. Thomas Zondi, welcome. What a picture for this guy. Enter tomorrow, Carmelo. You should be good at contender for 720. You'll probably get it a little bit higher as well by the time the weekend comes. No, that's fair, James. Fair. Yeah, we got loads. I can't remember which one it was, James. I don't know if anybody watched it and remembered, but it was. Let's use Iron Force then. You're all saying Iron Force. Tyres, defending, and power unit. Interesting. But yeah, there was a video yesterday or the day before as M. Rashid hits the subscribe button. Welcome along. What the map boosts actually do, Scott, they give literally a bonus. He's a real player as well. Double hards for the rival. And Gladiator and Voice boost. And we've not got the best start in the world by Albon. He's got, quite frankly, a terrible start. But let's see how quick we can become. See you later, mate. Yeah, it's... Oh, my God. The pace difference is incredible. See you later. See you later. So, real player. Let's see what power unit he's got. Abilities, I basically dropped flags in Series 7 because I wanted to stay in Series 8 and just grind some sprint crates all day. And then it turned out that sprint crates never happened. So it kind of backfired. Well, mediums. I think Bottas could do a 4-4 medium here because it's got tyre management as well. Lap 2 be quicker. Yeah, because race start kicks off. Right, we're going to just chill with Albon. Oh, yeah, Scott, it's absolutely incredible how much they help. Have you lost any races? Julian has lost quite a few on this account. We've been trying, testing, learning, you name it. We're going to carry on here. Nice 4-4. See how quickly... Remember, we can never really overtake on Australia. And we're doing a pretty good job of it. Cut the corner, take 2. Rivals trying to hang on. But up to P1 we go. Rivals well back on the hards. Yeah, it's hard without a booster. David's back as well. Welcome, David, back. Lagging a little bit, but it's just on the screen. It's not on anything else. As Bottas comes out of the pits. Hard tyre as well. Now, considering Albon got a really poor start, he's not had a bad race here at all. Could probably put the softs on, to be honest. But we're all clear. So Bottas can go to the end. Albon will come into the pits this lap. Now, he will drop down to P3, but pretty much job done if he gets P3 anyway. There you go, up to P3. And we can go into cruise now because actually we're so good. Jason 10, make sure to come in our Discord. We can guide you, we can help you with where you may be losing out. Aha, Michael, welcome back. Welcome along. Everyone enjoys a bit of an F1 Clash 7 nightmare, right? So Albon closing. What's the Discord? So Scott, should be in the link, the description down below. So make sure to check the description. There'll be a link for my Discord. So anybody in here who wants to join our Discord, the link is in the description below. Really good and useful. M. Rashid, it's a brand new season now. So the season has reset. It's a brand new season. James, we could be part of the same club. Remember. Don't press the link. Yeah, if you press that link, it actually gives me 10,000 bucks every time. No, don't. Oh, wish. See you later, rival. No, Thomas, I am Series... what am I? Series 8. Yeah, that gets a bit more expensive now, Porsche, doesn't it? It was actually quite cheap early on. Very cheap, but not that much anymore. Nice little win there. But yeah, feel free to join the Discord, anybody. Nice little gold crate as well. So that rival put up a battle. Decent enough drivers. Car. Looks like it was lower on the power unit, but can't really see much of that. But solid win. Make sure we queue up that one. What are we now? 208 away. God, it takes ages, doesn't it? Yeah, Strico, it's a big bug. Porsche, let me have a look after this race for you at Series 10. Actually, let me do it on my other account. Series 10. So, Bronze Grand Slam. We got overtaking and power units. What else do we got? Overtaking. So it's an overtaking one. So obviously drivers with high overtaking is great. Speed, power unit, cornering. Power unit is 2 of the tracks, so I'd probably stick to speed and power unit in there as well, really. Bahrain, overtaking and power unit. Rooster Booster. Gasly or Alex Albon to race in Series 4? Probably go for Alex Albon. He's got decent qualifying and a good race start. Name a car for an edit. What sort of edit? Pushing through to Series 12. Probably at this rate, Michael, yeah. I'll just go Series 12 and hang out with the cool kids. Yeah, appreciate it, James. Have a good one. Enjoyed you being here. Live tomorrow? Probably not. It'll just be a qualifying video that will come out tomorrow. We're going to have too busy flying up this Series 7. Look at the gap we've pulled already. Absolutely flying. Unlocked meta. Flying now along with Albon. Driver choice, Alex, usually comes down to race start, really, because you want to get a good race start off the line. So that's where we usually go with driver. Qualifying and race start is your 2 stats that really will make a difference to you. Terrible for the GP. I think we've disconnected. Hold on, I'm going to save it. We're not going to save it. We've completely disconnected. Hutch forfeit coming up. Hutch have DC'd us. Oh. Well, it was fun getting another win streak at the same time. Because you know it works fine because I'm on stream absolutely fine. So there's no problem with that. Let me reload the game. Oh. Hutch, 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 Hutch. I mean, I'm on stream, so you can tell my internet's absolutely fine. Oh, I'm not on Wi-Fi now, am I? I need to connect to Wi-Fi again. Yeah, tried the trick TMD. Didn't work that time, sadly. Let me just connect back. Yep. Well, you seen nothing lagged on here. We just got absolutely disconnected. 9 p.m. DC time. Yep, it's just gone 9 o'clock and we've disconnected. That's why you never play the game at this time, I guess. Thanks, Hutch. Brilliant. We're winning that race. Lovely as well. But yeah, that is disconnect time. You get a lot of disconnects at that point. DNF in real life too. At least it's the realistic, eh, Griezmann? As we got a good old Power Romy. Silverstone time. Hopefully we don't disconnect again. But yeah, that was a full-on disconnect then, TMD, because we couldn't even save it. Not even one little chance. It's a shame though, because we were doing okay at that point. Yeah, could have been Michael. Yeah, we can blame you. Time management and power unit. Let's just use Gladiator here. Come on. P3, P1. I mean, just what it wanted to do was just like keep us in this for ages, as long as possible, didn't it? Clearly. And now we are P1, P2, away and racing. But that's some great learning this evening. That is for sure. City have applied the PU in the second half, mate. Oh, hopefully. I do kind of want to get some of the second half, so I might. Well, I mean, we've been live for 2.5 hours, so I might generally call it a day shortly at some point. But I wouldn't mind catching the end of that. And look how much Bottas has cleared the rest of the field just on that power unit alone. But yep, stay away from the 9 p.m. DC. Just a shame that happens, really. Bottas goes through. Albon holding off. It's not exciting, don't worry about it. Chris, yeah, we've got a few. We have probably bought these for 3 or 4 seasons and never used them. But we're going to plough through them this season, don't you worry, Chris. Honestly, that's 4 years of no use whatsoever. I mean, on the right-hand side, it looks like 3,000. It's great. The 13's a bit more. Evening, Oliver. Welcome. But well, we'll get back on the victory. It's a lot better now. We've got the power unit set up. Absolutely a lot better. Flying along now. Getting dry though in this track. I'll have to watch out for that one. What else we got? Verstappen keeping us comfy here. Keeping us on our toes. God, Bottas has cleared. Absolutely cleared. And this GP gives Gladiator, well, to be honest, Chris, I'm probably not going to make it to the final round at this rate. There'll be a lot more players higher than me. Quite a few, Chris, right? So wet and wet. Oh no, we don't want to go wet, do we? What do I want to go on to? It's still going to be pretty wet, isn't it? been dog what for the fire. We've had some good luck in the shop lately. No, you never know, Chris. I'm hoping we do. It just depends on what the groups. I'm more worried about the groups that we're going to get because it could easily be a horrible group. It could easily be 50% of like 30 players. That's what worries me. Don't scare me. Don't scare me, David. Is it actually 1-0 City? Oh. 1-0 City. Villa qualifying for the Champions League as it stands. It's always the way, Wavy. Always the way. There'll be Villa fans going crazy right now. Come on. Come on. But it's going to be in. I'm looking forward to it. Starting at the back, it's going to be such hard point scoring. But I'll probably do both accounts tomorrow on the videos. Well, I've got to release the strategy guide in the morning, though. Power units. But yeah, I think I might do one more, I reckon. We've been doing 2 hours and 40. So I might do one more and then have a chill. An update everyone on Discord. Max Common good for Series 4, Chadwin. Yes, he'll be okay. Not got a very good race start though, Max Common. Wavy, yes. Boosts have been nerfed a little bit. You are absolutely right. Absolutely right. United Kingdom again. Ah, yeah. GP back. Imola GP. Haaland in the 51st minute, Jason. That's what we needed. We'll test it out on this one again if it's wet. And it is. Let's go Gladiator. KDB assist. Bro, that's my lifeline. We're going to try power unit here too. Joe Blogs, look after yourself. Have a good one. So Bottas is in the lead. I want to cut down and I want to test it again. Tottenham play really well. Well, they don't want Arsenal to win the league though, do they? Let's be honest. So let's watch with Albon here because Albon's going to get the attack from the cars behind. Let's see if we pull away. So they're pushing now. And let's push now. Let's push with Albon. Let's see if we can clear away. I got Romy. I did get you, bot. Yes. We took it to the cleaners for you. Don't worry. Exactly. Well, potentially Twiggy, but look at that. Definitely a massive improvement. My queen, yeah, 4 seasons of playing, 4 seasons of purchasing, 4 seasons of GP results. And we are well clear. Well clear of everybody. Just in that sector, Albon pulled 5.1 seconds away. Yeah, I don't think so, Chris. I can't remember what it was last year, but I know it was like... I think the free-to-play started off with like 10, 13 points. I think that was how low we were scoring. Obviously, a safety car or anything could help massively. Lee Trenner, I don't blame you at all. Do not blame you at all. Books, Oro is hard to get. They're usually gotten through crates, but they're very low. Now, you want to be in a club which is in a champion division because you'll get a little bit of a better drop rate. And boosts, you want to just watch the adverts and open crates as well. That's the best play to get on. What are leagues? Chadwin leagues are weekly leagues, if that is what you mean. It's where you can score in each week. It does cost us. It does. We are seeing that at present. I didn't believe it, and maybe it was my past history of Hutch that I didn't believe it or didn't want to believe it. But definitely for power unit, I can see why I have been absolutely dominated before. Yeah, Kamegi, I don't think we will get a full group. I'd love to know the numbers that go for champions this week. Will it be in the hundreds? I mean, if you've got all the big clubs still going for champions, you're going to get still a massive pool of players. But it's going to be a very competitive. Yeah, Chadwin, so weekly leagues are basically, if you keep racing and winning duels, you'll earn coins, and them coins place you with how you've done in the week, and you can get some prizes too. So Bottas is already on his way around. One more lap to go. Turns out though, Chris, I'm going to be very beneficial if power unit is good because Gladiator going to come in handy. Which is always nice. The only problem is, and I don't know what everyone else's thoughts on this, but we all use boosts now, but in GP, we are going to need race start boosts. That is fact. We are 100% going to need race start boosts to be able to fight. Need to max out a common. There you go. TND straight on it. 7784. It's 4,000 in the last series alone. Ballast for the win. Ballast, great boost. That's why we got so many in the pit pass last month, because they knew it was coming. They just chose the wrong time to do it. As we do get the win again. Solid wins. Let's do another 15 minutes. We'll do up to the 3-hour mark and then we will call it there. I think that's a pretty good stint, if you ask me. That'll give me a good half an hour of the football left. Well, it won't. Give me last 20 minutes. Yeah, Lacey takes a lot. Takes a lot. Wow, Chris, we're in for a treat, aren't we? So yeah, speed cornering is still going to be massive for them track stats. Hulkenberg. Queue them up. So probably another 2 races then. I feel like we've hardly gone up any flags. Make sure you are hitting like. If you want to become a member as well, hit that link that I've just put in the chat. Harry, depends how much you really want to get into Champ straight away. Personally, I will probably have to use books to get into it. Otherwise, I'll be going for Contender. I don't think I'll do too bad in Contender, though, at the moment. While Kamegi, you could argue that they did testing last week, 2 weeks ago. Because that was a nightmare GP grouping. But Bahrain is definitely home of the Rooster Booster. Definitely. Is this a real player as well? Soft and mediums? Not quite. No worries, Chadwin. Not a problem. Let's see what we can do on this one. Probably one more race after this. So yeah, I really do appreciate all your support. Massive numbers. Make sure to watch the strategy guide at 9 o'clock tomorrow. It's going to be a learning strategy guide because there's a lot we've still got to learn out there. But it will get us on the way initially. Let's look at the gap we pull though, just off the start. That is how strong a track stat is. Keith, look after yourself. Thank you for always hanging out. Yeah, Thomas, I probably will. I will try and most likely talk through it, or might add it as a bit of text. I've got the guides made, so it's just a case of releasing them. But Thomas, appreciate your help also. Coins changed in the shop since yesterday. Have they got more expensive or something, Toki? I think they have, Toki. I think it was like 32 million. I think they've upped the coins. I'm sure they've upped the coins, but I could be wrong. Yeah, Thomas. No. Keep that one quiet, right? Thomas, I've got a feeling Thomas wants to stay in Series 7. You get more for the same. Yeah, I've just seen that as well. Toki's in Champions after all now. Lee Trenner. So I have got a video out there for who are the best drivers. Who are the best drivers to use in F1 Clash 2024. But the main ones that I thought was qualifying and race start. They're the two that usually everybody wants. Everything else can be boosted. Overtaking, defending, tyres. So can race start, but qualifying can't. But looking good in this one. Nice little solid race again. Nice and easy again. We haven't had any close calls since we made the setup change. Everything has been easy. Which has been good. As Bottas goes through, Albon continues. So that'll be it for this one. 375 gives 220 million. 125 gives 70. Oh. Wow, big difference. Maybe something between. It's always just short, Toki. Can't you get 104? Oh, yeah, you do need one in between, you're right. Otherwise, it's kind of like worth getting the two, but then it's worth getting the bigger one. I know what you mean. Right, come on. Looks like we've got this one sewn up. Again, we've just dominated since the change. Max Verstappen, Epic, or Alex Albon. Now, I'm personally going to say Alex Albon, my queen. Peter, evening. We have probably got about one more race left, Peter. But I'll be in the club chat after discussing the findings. Well, yeah, Chris, this is what's opening our eyes now. The meta of the game. I'm definitely surprised it's so strong. Yeah, no sprint at the moment, Peter. Peter, I'll give you food for thought for the new meta on the game. And you'll see what we're using at the minute. And what the chat's on about, to be fair. You could probably guess what it is. But we'll just continue out. That's our car setup, Peter. You'll be interested to know. Big change to what me and you are used to. So yeah, very interesting. But we'll probably do one more. But yeah, let's carry on through. to Surge. But then let's go. One more race. Hey everyone, hit that like button. Hit the like button. Smash it hard. Yeah, Jarman, the only problem is free hard's very slow. That's the only problem with it. He's not, Peter, I don't think. Unless Powell Parsons watching without commenting. I haven't seen him today. So, P3 and P8. So let's get our defending and power unit boost on. A bit of Iron Force. Yeah, I can't remember what it was, Peter. I think it was just F1 Poland, I think. So Albon will probably get a bad race start here. Oh no, it's fast, it's good. And then literally you can hit the front like that. And then Albon on the soft tyres, you can basically say, see you later to anybody. Because that is absolutely done and dusted already. Oh, I've turned it off. Gone hidden. Interesting. So I'll keep pushing them round. I will do it nice and easy though. Just go for mediums and just cruise. Bottas should be able to do the 4-4. 7, Peter. So power unit is a series that it's obviously power unit based setup, which is ridiculous. So Albon's come through against an Elite Alliance player. Bottas going to cruise to a 4-4 here. I'll show you the time difference as well, Peter. It's about 2 seconds a lap we did at Silverstone faster. It's madness. We found out the hard way, though. We found out by getting beat when we shouldn't have got beat. Hey, Porsche, that was worth it. Worth it, Porsche. Oh, that's annoying, Jarman. Stormbringer's a very decent part, I think, as well. So that's a good unlock. But yeah, you can see the gap, Peter, that we got. Like, it's that quick. But P1 is in. Albon will carry on round. But yeah, qualifying strategy will be out tomorrow morning. And then qualifying from the GP, we'll probably do 2 videos. We'll probably do the main account, free-to-play account. So that'll be at some point in the day. You'll either watch me absolutely fail, or I might do really well. You don't know what it's going to be yet. Well, that's true. That is true, Chris. Same, no Merlion, or tune in every weekend. Different is good. Yeah, Peter, I know the strategy guides I made. I have corrected some because I did spot some lap count issues. Yeah, gentlemen, stay in Series 5, earn some coins, level some parts up, and you'll be absolutely fine. Iro, we have got to find it. We will test out, of course. So at the moment, unsure, but don't expect it to be far off, let's say it that way. Reza, it will work to an extent, but it won't for GP. That's what's going to be your problem. Yeah, true, true. Exactly, yeah. You can't get speed and cornering in the same one. You're correct. But yeah, IRO, we'll definitely, or IRO, we'll definitely do a video if it is the case. No worries, Justin, not a problem. It's been a good one. Hope you're well, Justin, as well. But we've pulled clear. We've pulled absolutely way clear in this track. Australia. Tuning, yeah, tuning's another one. Some of the absolute metas. I mean, Copper's still useful. Herald will still be useful. Roostat got even better though. Obviously, race start and power unit for Roostat is incredible. But there's so many good boosts that are now usable. Iron Force. When would you ever think of using Iron Force? Never. And now it's simply a very good boost. As we get another little win. Wow, clear. We'll try and give you the lap time in there as well, I think, so we can show you, Peter. We'll see what sort of lap time we did round here. That's solid. We've destroyed Series 7 once we knew this and found this out from community and races. Shin on Monaco and Glitz is good now as well. So many good ones. So 9.42. And yeah, 2.5 seconds quicker than the rival, who would have pushed for 1 lap as well. So very much the way to go. Yeah, that's the Kamegi, you're absolutely right. It's got to be a boost which includes a car and a driver. Got to be. Simple as that. Double is probably bad. So that is done and dusted. So next week, obviously, hopefully we'll be live. We could be live at another point, but we'll see what the time brings. How much is the car now? We're on this, Peter, at the moment. That is a setup that we've been running recently. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. Pretty handy as well. But on that note, I am going to call it there. Make sure you do hit the like button, everybody, as well. Go and smash it for me, support the channel, and make sure to check out the videos that will drop tomorrow, the first GP guides and video as well. Sound very Scouser. Oh no, maybe I shouldn't say that anymore. But yeah, brilliant stream. A lot of confusion at one point, but as a stream, as a community, we come together, we find the answers, and it worked an absolute treat. So yeah, credit to you all for coming out and sharing and caring, basically. But yeah, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you like and comment on every video we publish to help us with the old YouTube. But oh yeah, Toki, everyone's going to be well, that's when they'll open that Champion Series, Toki, probably, and then it'll get even better, fingers crossed. But that's all done. We're going to go and enjoy and hopefully see Aston Villa qualify for the Champions League tonight. But until next time, it's qualifying for the GP tomorrow. Catch you all later.
A race like this is yeah, incredibly satisfying.